reported this morning that I guess he instigated the whole thing, and he has, just this morning we learned that he's lost his gun and badge. Is it permanent? Who knows? The police union will probably get him back on.
Hey folks, if you're anything like me, you spend a lot of time taking photos with your mobile phone or posting them to Facebook or Instagram. Well, did you know that you can actually be earning hundreds, even thousands of dollars each month just by uploading them to Instagram? Now, most people are skeptical at first, but this system is the real deal. You can get your hands on an evaluation copy of Instagram Profit, and you can be ready to see money flowing into your account. There are over 150 million users on Instagram, yet less than 1% of them are taking advantage of these money-making secrets. Now, if they knew they could be paying their rent, making their car payment, or just snapping photos and putting them onto Instagram, I bet they would be glued to their cell phones. There are only a limited number of these spots available, however. So if you visit moneymatters3.com right now, you can sign up to take advantage of all the special discounts. That's right, go to moneymatters3.com and get all the info there. moneymatters3.com. Log on now.
When you're ready to take the edge off a hectic day, I suggest you start with a little music from Franz Black.
I guess there's lots of ways to look at things that don't seem right.
No Worries has just been released on iTunes and Amazon.
It's gonna be alright.
You can find Franz Black and his music on his website, franzblack.com. Franz black.com.
It's gonna be alright.
We've all heard of male enhancement, but now there's an expert on true male enhancement in the areas that really count. In Herb Ellis's book, Husband 2.0, Real Male Enhancement, you'll find answers to questions like, why doesn't she want to have sex? A quick start, quick results workout guide. Plus, what you can do as a side hustle to make money now. With all the great tips in this book, every man can benefit. Get the book, Husband 2.0, Real Male Enhancement, on Amazon.com.
Attention business owners. We know that owning a business means getting things done right now. So if your right now list includes a new building, call the Right Now Company. General Steel. We can design a building for your business quickly and save you thousands of dollars. That's right, thousands. You may think General Steel only builds large projects or that you can't afford General Steel quality. Well, check these prices. How about a 40 by 60 foot building for under $22,000? Or even a 50 by 100 for under $35,000? That's right, a 5,000 square foot building for under $35,000. And these buildings all have General Steel quality. Best of all, you can still order a building and have it delivered in time to build this year. How's that for right now? So if your right now list includes a new building, call the Right Now Company, General Steel.
800-393-5756. 800-393-5756. 800-393-5756. That's 800-393-5756.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes two. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's finally here, an easy service business with a 24-year record of success. Before now, this service was only available in Hawaii. For the first time, Curb to Curb is offering our complete business model to entrepreneurs in every state in the country. No franchise or licensing fees. You own and control 100% of the business. You can easily double your money in 30 days. For just $5,000, you can fast-track your future. Just visit our website at curbtocurb.us. That's curb, the number 2, curb.us, and own this amazing money-making business today. And start now to change your life forever.
You're listening to me, your lovable host, Rod, here on the Rod Eccles Show.
And welcome back. It is I, your lovable host, coming to you again live from my bunkerized studio here on this Free Flow Friday. Got to get some cool jazz in there. Having a little bit of light sound there. Always nice. Gotta love the bumper music sometimes. In any case, hey, got some good news out there for you. Here's the good news I wanted to start the program off with, but I got sidetracked. By the way, can I say that, I know this is Freedom Friday, and we go through all things that are, including pop culture stuff. And I guess Macaulay Culkin is hitting the pop culture circuit again. But not in a positive way, because people are fretting over how this kid. Well, he's not a kid anymore; he's in his 30s. Yeah, does that make you feel old yet? What is it? I think Macaulay Culkin is like 32 years old now. Yeah, little Kevin from the Home Alone movies is now in his early 30s, and looking every bit of it, if not older, looking rather haggard. Did the drugs do that to? Because he does not look like the same kid. He was in a YouTube mini movie not too long ago. I actually saw it. It was he was actually playing off of Kevin McAllister. He was actually supposed to be Kevin McAllister all grown up. Was actually I think the premise of the mini movie on YouTube. Look, YouTube has become an entertainment network. It's the first network where literally YouTube is a network where you get all kinds of entertainment. Some of it good, some of it obviously not so good. But some of the stuff are huge hits. But the network itself doesn't have to pay for anything. The producers or content providers pay for it all, and all the YouTube has to do is just give a venue for the stuff to be uploaded and viewed from. But they're another network basically, but they don't have to pay for. It's a beautiful model, because Netflix has recently paid I guess their acquisitions have been. Over the past couple of months, they've announced acquisitions of movies, of some big stars and programs of nearly $200 million. Now, they got to pay for that stuff. They bought a Will Smith movie for like $90 million or something like that. But they spent about $200 million on programming that they have to pay for. Now, YouTube, by the same token. They've probably gotten well over $200 million worth of production over the last couple of months, and they didn't have to spend a dime. It's a brilliant model. Wish I would have thought of it. Really. And they've been able to monetize it. I mean, there are people there was at one point, there were less than 10 people making six figures on YouTube. The early adapters, they figured out how to do it, and they were making six figures. I remember reading the story. I think it was like 2004 or 2005. I think the story was 6 people. Meet the 6 people making six figures on YouTube. It was like back in 2004 or something. But today there are hundreds, if not thousands, making a living off of around the world. It's not just Americans making a living off of YouTube. So if you have the wherewithal and the savvy to be either in front of or behind the camera, you have the opportunity to build an audience and make buku bucks on YouTube. There are people that are doing it. Good for them. I'm not going to be one of those YouTube stars, and one thing about being a YouTube star is that you can be a mega. Now there are some YouTube channels that make 7 figures a year, but the stars of those channels they're pretty much innocuous. You know, they're kind of like, it's kind of like being a character actor. You see a person, you know, you see somebody walking in the mall or down the street, and you're saying, wait, I know that person. Man, his face looks so I know him from somewhere. And you could swear that you've seen him, but the point is that you have seen him. And he's probably been in like 30 movies. But he's a character actor, not a leading man or a leading lady. So you know you've seen him, you just don't know where, because you've seen him everywhere, it's most likely. Character actors often, although they don't get the big, they often don't get the big money up front, you know, $20 or $30 million. But over the long run, they often have a longer career than most so-called leading A-listers. And they're more consistent. Sure, they may have to make, you know, 2 or 3 movies a year to equal what some of the A-listers make in one movie, but an A-lister may be an A-lister and on top of their game for, you know, for a decade, where a character actor, because they age just as like anybody else, they can be around for 30 years, and before you know it, you're reading their eulogy and this, you know, and you've read this person. Yeah, he was he participated in or was in, you know, like 60 movies or something. You're like, what? How the hell do you do that? You have a very long career. That's how you do that. And and we read some of these people they're worth millions of dollars. Some of these character actors, but yet they can walk down a mall without being accosted by a bunch of fans, because hardly anybody really knows who they are. That's these YouTubers. They may have, you know, they may have videos of theirs seen by, you know, have 1 billion views or something, but they're spread out all over the world, these views, and they can still relatively be anonymous in their own community. Got kind of an interesting way to go. Be famous but not famous at the same time. Nobody ever thought that was possible either, but it is. But anyway, Macaulay Culkin, I guess, is not looking very sprightly or very healthy again. I just think he's doing it maybe he's doing it for attention. Maybe he's back on drugs. I don't know. But there you have it. If you want to follow little Kevin McAllister from the Home Alone movies, I guess Macaulay's back in the news of not looking good. So there you go. But that's not the good news. The good news is, by the way, just part of this whole issue with Macaulay Culkin is that we pay too much attention to celebrity. I've mentioned this numerous times in this program about paying too much attention to celebrity. That we've even come to the point now where we're turning our politicians into celebrities. I don't want my politician to be I'd rather my politician be a statesman. But I definitely do not want them to be a celebrity, a rock star, if you will. By the way, I got some news about our presidential rock star. He didn't leave a good impression in Cuba. As a matter of fact, Cuba is, we'll get into that before I get too far sidetracked. First on to the good news. Good news is, some people may not view this as a good thing or good news, but it has to be good news. And what is the good news? The good news is that Bloomberg is reporting that the world may have too much food. Yes, Bloomberg is basically reporting that basically worldwide food shortages and famines are pretty much over, because now it has come to the point where the world may actually have too much food. Bloomberg.com. I'm not making this up. A piece by John Tozzi. The past 4